Okay guys, this video is going to be for all the older kids. So we've got Ziri, Caitlin, Sanders and Manning, and Kratzer and Oostdijk. So this week, week 16, Albrecht Dürer. I think I said that right. I looked up how to say it on YouTube, but I'm going to just stop there. I think you guys have some really good stuff in your binder, like I said. For attending, I will probably print all of these. I think they're beautiful examples of the printmaking process. And this week we'll be making our own prints. So the materials for your class are going to be, I'm going to provide probably these for your class, maybe like the more difficult ones. And then they, of course, have the option of doing their own print. I think there was some ideas in your tutor binder if they would not like to trace. You know, there's robots, cactus, a diamond, a bee on a flower, you know, mountains, fruit. So I really do love seeing them be creative, and if they are the type of student that would rather have a template, then they can use the templates. So let's just say for this one, we're going to take the rhino, since that was really taking inspo from Dürer. So they have a foam plate, their template, their stylus, a half sheet of cardstock, and then there are going to be trays. I haven't decided if I'm going to do colored choices or just one color yet, but I'll announce that in the meeting. And then imagine that this pink piece of paper is actually a styrofoam tray, so that when they do roll their paint, the paint is being caught by the styrofoam tray. They're just not here yet. So let's dive in. I really love this stylus. It is very sharp, and I would recommend for these more detailed templates that they do the outside of their template first. And it is okay. You're probably hearing the paper rip as I am like pushing and pulling it. That is totally fine. This stylus is too sharp to really avoid that. But I do like it because it gets the lines like pretty deep. Let's see. So at this point, I've like pretty much torn and pressed the entire rhino, and I can feel that. So then I'm going to go in and kind of just press his body lines so that when I lift up, I'm going to be able to see kind of what I'm doing, and I can make the lines even deeper. And then his eye is super detailed on his mouth. And then it looks like I need to do the inside of his feet, and I can just feel that by pressing what isn't ripped yet. And then his little tail. So when I lift up, I don't know if you can see this or not, this came through. So then I'm going to go back through and just like just deepen my lines. And that's the biggest piece of this, is that these lines have to be really, really deep in order for it to come across. But they're very easy to see. There was some that use like ballpoint pen, but I just felt like it didn't make a super deep impression. So I really like these stylus. And then once I have him good and ready. They just need to raise their hand and let us know that they're ready for the paint tray. And we will let them go for it. I feel like the tables get really crowded, so I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna have the paint trays on that back table or if they're just gonna be easily accessible from their own table. But I'll also TBD on that. Okay, so at this point, I'm happy with it. I might add some ground here, so he's not just like a floating rhino. And then maybe there's some, you know, water here. Maybe he's drinking from a little stream. And maybe there's a cloud overhead. You know, maybe he has a little bird on his back. You know, those birds that like to be around him. Maybe we've got more detailed lines there. Maybe we've got some sort of shady tree over him. Whatever they want to do. Once they are happy with it, they can, they're going to get their tray and they're just going to roll a thin layer. Your class is going to use acrylic paint because I think that's the most like ink. And they want their brush, their roller like filled, but not like crazy gloopy. So then they're just gonna brush it on. Make sure there's no like dense spots or sparse spots, I mean. It's opposite day. And then they are going to just press it onto their paper. Okay, and then there they have it. And you can see I should have done more right here, but I think it's beautiful. And then they'll do like their name signatures. The other option, if they wanted to just do, you know, whatever they wanted, like you can see how that would work. Like if they just, you know, you can still see my tree, my cloud, my ground. So yeah.